Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bandless, the show where I make a stupid, ridiculous argument as to why some stupid, ridiculous moral guardian would think it'd be a good idea to either outright ban a film or at least make some good choice cuts. Now, today, I am looking at a film from IKEA. I hadn't really thought about it, but just like a few seconds before I started hitting the record button, I just remembered, hey, this is actually kind of relevant because IKEA's most recent film is playing in theaters now as of April 28th, 2019. In a couple of months, it won't be in theaters, and this won't be as relevant. And in a couple of years, no one's probably going to care about it. From what I could tell, a lot of people don't care about it now, especially compared to at least half of these films. So obviously this isn't the ultimate collection, since this doesn't have a missing link, since that didn't exist when this came out. And they, only do like one film every 5 years, which is totally understandable considering it's stop-frame animation. So today I am going to be going into some spoilers. So if you haven't seen this film and you're interested in, you might not want to continue on too much. But if you don't care, or you've seen it, well, I'm going to spoil it. And the spoiler I'm kind of doing, it's kind of minor. It doesn't really have any kind of impact on the story or the film. It's just something that's kind of thrown out there in the end to kind of, what's that term some of those leftists like to use? Subvert expectations. Yes, that's all it does. Just a little thing, a small little detail, one throwaway line, just to kind of make you go, oh, I didn't expect that. Otherwise, it has nothing to do with the film. Anyways, been going on long enough about how it's a spoiler that's not really a spoiler. That's a thing. I don't know. It is now. Maybe. Maybe not. So, what's so bad about ParaNorman? Well, this is a throwback to 80s children's films, so it is dark compared to a lot of stuff that comes out these days. So, there is the argument of, being too scary for children, or modern children that have never been exposed to awesome movies like Never Ending Story and Watership Down, Brave Little Toaster. And they got things like Minions, Norm of the North, Trolls, the Emoji Movie. So there's that, but now here's the spoiler that I'm talking about, which if it's just like one little line. It could be cut out, and for this argument is going more for people on the right. Usually I make fun of the left, but this time I'm going to the right, the more conservatives, or as the leftists would like to call, alt-right Nazis. I'm talking about those people. One of the last lines. Alright. There's this one character. He's the classic jock. And the kid's sister, she has the hots for him. he seems totally oblivious. His mannerisms, the fact that, he's a big, bulky jock, we just think that he's kind of a stupid character and doesn't quite notice her obvious, blatant advances on him. But one of the last lines of the film is where the offense could be taken, as, seen as, injecting the homosexual propaganda, onto the children. Because eventually this character, he says that you would like my boyfriend. He loves chick flicks. So yes, we have a homosexual character. We don't know he's gay until the very end, but he is nonetheless. And that in itself could be seen as problematic, even though that seems to be more of a leftist term, but I'm using it here because why not? So yeah, that's about it. Too scary for kids. And too gay for kids. And anyone else for that matter. Now, what do I think of this film? Well, as I said, it's kind of a throwback to 80s films, is Coraline to a degree. Haven't seen Box Trolls yet. I imagine it is too. Kubo, it's quite a bit of a different film from the first two. The first two are very horror influenced. Kubo is more, more of like a Asian samurai kind of thing. A little bit of like Mulan or something to go with an animated film with a talking anthropomorphic animal in, an Asian country made in the United States. So yeah, I liked it. I'm not sure which of the three films I've seen I like the most. It's an interesting spin. It's all about, things not being what you think they are at first. So the whole, thing of the jock being revealed as gay fits in with that theme, as, initially we think, that these zombies are, doing something, and it finds out that their intent is not nearly as malicious as initially thought. And that's the main theme. It's about, judging, not necessarily judging a book by its cover, but by preconceived notions. There's kind of a difference. You can judge a book by its cover, if you don't know anything about a book and just look at it like this. But if you go into it, what you'd expect from these kind of films. These films have these tropes, and then it's not that. There's preconceived notions is different from judging a book by its cover. You need to have some sort of knowledge of what's going on. So yeah, fun film. Not as enjoyable as Coraline or even Kubo in my opinion, but still a fun little film. And if you want, to give your children a darker film, this is something you could check out. I sort of forgot it shortly after it. I just remembered it being amusing for what it was. Still enjoyable. Fun. But I didn't seem to like it as much as some other people have. But that's just me. And it's not a fault of the film. It's just a reflection of my taste. I enjoyed Coraline more. But it's kind of an Alice in Wonderland-esque story. And I enjoy those kind of stories like this. labyrinth, mirror mask, things of that sort. So yeah, well, that's about it for this one. Check me out on mine, Spitshoot, Stardust. Link in the description for all those below. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.